As part of our 20th anniversary here at Future Point of View, we wanted to spotlight some of the local nonprofit organizations we've been blessed enough to support over the years. Here's a short conversation our founder Annette had with Mickey Ferris, the Executive Director of Infant Crisis Services. If you would like to get involved, we hope you will check out the links in the description.
Our mission is to provide the basic necessities of life, food, formula, and diapers for babies and toddlers in times of crisis, because no baby should go hungry.
I know, I love that. And you've been doing it 40 years.
40 years. We're 40 years old next year.
That's amazing. So how many, and I know you track all of this, but how many babies annually do you help?
Last year it was about 22,000. This year we're on track for 25,000 babies and toddlers.
There's just this growing need.
Big growing need, and especially in rural Oklahoma, because we have 2 baby mobiles that go to rural Oklahoma. We are in 26 counties, and I think we're just adding a 27th county this year as well.
I know we have an Amazon list that we can put up because you always need diapers and wipes, sippy cups and bottles, things like that.
Yes.
But how else can people support? Because you are going to these communities that are throughout Oklahoma, and you need funding to do that. So these baby mobiles, which are amazing vehicles that will take that into these communities, but you need funding for that.
Absolutely.
So what are the things that you need, your biggest need right now, if somebody wants to help support?
Well, financial donations are always going to go further because we get better deals on diapers and formula and food because we buy from the manufacturer in the formula area. We buy from the food bank, and individuals can't buy from the food bank, and that's the lowest we can possibly get for the food that we give. And the diapers, we go primarily through the National Diaper Bank Network, and they're cheaper than going to the store. But if that's not the route someone wants to take, if they don't want to do the financial route, in-kind donations are always wonderful to have. So you mentioned diapers, sippy cups, bottles, and wipes. Those are things, we'll buy the diapers, but those other 3 things we won't buy. They're not a line item in our budget, but the babies need them.
And you do great events, too, that help raise money. So you have Bingos for Babies, which your Young Professional Board puts on. You have, I think, the best party in town when you do the boots and ball gowns.
Yes.
That'll be coming up. So there's sponsorships. There's just attending those events and supporting them. Is there anything else besides that Amazon list that might be?
There's also our Feed Babies Luncheon, and that's happening at the end of September, so that's coming up really quick. But that's in our building, so people can really come and see what we do, see the building itself, see where this all takes place, and then those other 2 events that you mentioned are great. Great events to go to, and I agree on Boots. I think it's a really fun event, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and better. So. Those in-kind donations or financial donations or volunteering. Some people may have some time to volunteer. You've volunteered often because you've been involved with us for a long time. You've volunteered, brought other people to volunteer with you. So that's another good way to get involved and just kind of put your toe in the water to see if this is something that is good. And I think it's good for people to come volunteer because then they really see how it operates. Because you can talk about it all day long, but when you are there and you're actually putting diapers in a package and making the toddler packs, you're going, I'm a part of this. I'm a part of feeding babies and diapering babies too.
Yeah, and that's just a huge need. And you do things too where you can volunteer. You can bring your organization or team and volunteer as a group, which I think is a great thing to do for employee morale or just team building to get people out. But you're also supporting a great cause. So there's lots of ways to get involved. So you've been doing this for 40 years. Next year will be the 40th year. You founded this out of a Sunday school project and have stayed with the organization and just seen lots of growth and
absolutely.
Gosh, you've done such a great job. What are you most proud of when you look back over those 40 years?
I'm proud that we've helped over 380,000 babies since we began. I mean, when we started this out of that Sunday school class, we asked the elders and the trustees and all of that. And if they would have said no back 40 years ago, we probably would have said, okay, I guess we won't do that. But they said yes. And that is a trajectory of, closing in on 400,000 babies and toddlers being helped over the 40 years. So the growth I'm really proud of. I'm not proud of the fact that we have this problem in our communities, in our state, but I'm proud that when a family needs something for their baby, that they don't have to go, oh, I wonder how I can get help, because we're going to be there.
I love that you serve them with dignity. So you're serving the baby, so that you don't want that baby to go hungry. So no matter what the situation or circumstance is, which is all over the board, from people just losing their jobs, being laid off. I know COVID,
Right.
and created a lot more need. But they get to come in, and you have a boutique. They can buy clothes. There's books. There's toys. And I remember the first time I was there for Christmas, and they were picking out Christmas outfits and even getting pictures with Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was, it's heartwarming to know the dignity and that they come, and you've even had people that have needed your services, received your services, and now they're coming back.
Absolutely.
To give back
That's
to
full,
other
that
people.
full circle is beautiful. And usually if I'm out speaking, I can spot somebody in the audience that's got a tear rolling down their cheek, and I'm like, I bet they were a client at some point in time. And generally they'll come up and go, I was your client, and you gave me hope 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So
Yeah, because there's family that get hit with cancer and medical bills, and it's all over the place
It is.
where people need the help. And I couldn't imagine as a mom looking at my baby and not knowing how I was going to feed my baby. Like I can't even put myself there. So I'm glad there's places like Infant Crisis Services.
Yeah. And thank you for your support over the years too. You're a good corporate sponsor. You're people who say we're doing okay, so we're going to help people who aren't doing so okay.
Wow.
And I appreciate that. And happy birthday to you too.
Yes, I know. 20 years.
Yeah.
20, we're half your age. But.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you want to add?
We're happy to be doing it. It makes, the one thing we can give people is hope. And that is so important. Hope is just such an important thing. And although we can't say, oh, we know that in 20 years they became a basketball player necessarily, we can say, for that family we gave them hope over the years that they could use our services. And that's what really comes back from people who are helped is you helped us, but you gave us hope.